Hey guys, sup? Yeah, it's Ray. So, I know there's the last several days, I think the Duet Neck Abyss has been, very, very passionate. Because, well, there are certain videos that actually talk about it in not really suitable way. I do agree with a lot of people that that's not how you're supposed to, like, look at the game. Um, because here's the thing. One thing I want to talk about today is that Dreadnought Abyss is not a gacha game. It's not there to actually change the gacha game. Like how do you change the gacha game uh, with a game that barely has any gacha? I mean, yes, we have a gacha here, but that's it. Do you call Overwatch a gacha game? Remember the first Overwatch? Like they have loot boxes. I mean, a lot of games have loot boxes, and for real, like it's not a gacha game. The skin gacha is not really. I mean, okay, fine. If you want to call it a gacha game for the skin gacha, fine, sure. But the thing is, it doesn't work like a lot of gacha games. Like it barely has any stamina system, and the reason why I say barely have any stamina system is again because this game actually has a stamina system, but they do it in a very, I do think, a very good way, and that is in the name of the books, the commission manuals. But the difference between what you have in normal gacha games, like you have stamina. Like, oh yeah, you have to finish your stamina by this, and that. And if you realize, a lot of these gacha games are trying to make you not spend your stamina lately. You see that like in the likes of Uma Musume, for example. Like, you just need to finish one race to actually finish the whole thing, and you don't actually lose much other than not making money. But that's just how much you want to grind and stuff, right? One of the game that I played, I make the content about it, the G Eternal. You basically just need to log in once a day, like, yeah, just once a day, like barely 5 minutes, and that's it, right? But the thing is, about those games, they, if you just like farm whatever you want, it doesn't really matter much. It's just like skip. Especially Gundam is just skip everything, right? So, what else? Maybe Chaos Zero Nightmare still have a that kind of gacha mechanic, the stamina mechanic. But again, the game itself doesn't stop you from playing the game. The stamina doesn't stop you from playing the game. It's the content that stop you from playing the game. And some gachas, I have to say that some gachas, maybe a lot of gachas, actually stop you from playing the game. I mean, like Chaos Zero Nightmare don't stop you from playing the game because the the story mission, the chaos thing, you can just repeat it without worrying about the stamina. Stamina is just about the character progression, the 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 power level, and all the stuff, right? And that is a good direction. But the difference between that and Duet Neck Abyss doesn't have that. You log in maybe like 10 minutes a day. And when people say, yeah, but you have to grind to actually, of course, it's a game, it's a normal game. And when people say, like, but yeah, I want to just maybe log in 5 minutes a day, and sure, you can, and claim this. It's very fast to finish this thing. And you know what? You got a lot of these commission manuals, and you got a lot of these letters. And what you do later on, when you have time, you farm. You farm for characters. You farm for example, now I'm farming for multiple lanes, right? The reason is like easy, because it's not everybody have a time to actually play all the time. Maybe the voice a bit too small, right? Haha, sorry. Yeah, not everybody has the time to actually play every single day. And you can, yeah, sure, of course, no one can like farm every single day for 2 hours, 3 hours. No, and that's the point. That's the point where the game is actually going good, right? You can just, like, for example, you have a time for it, and sure, just go with it. Go when you want, and then you go as much as possible. For me, like, I want to farm lane, and just go here and just farm lane, and
My
that's it.
enemy is surging like
And that's
Rhythm Fisher
important for it,
reporting in. Standing
right?
by for your orders. Zap!
and that's the point. And the game, you can just keep on repeating this. I know it's maybe like a bit too easy and too grindy, but I think it's okay. And if you tell me that remove all of this, and what you will be playing? It's a grind game. It's a grind game. It's not a gacha game. It's a grind game with an anime aspect into it, right? And that's I don't understand, man. Sometimes other people make contents like this just for the sake of getting the clouds and everything because they know Duet Tech Abyss is not looking good, especially on the eastern side. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that. I mean, Southeast Asia, there's a lot of hate. Not hate. I mean that just people not really vibing with the game. I won't say hate. People don't really vibe with the game because they are more attuned to the typical gacha, right? Not this kind of grindy game. And one thing you need to remember, I do feel like this game was actually really more of a PC game rather than the mobile game. Because in mobile mostly you just want to um you can only just AFK farm. You playing this in mobile is hard. I mean, doing this in mobile, yeah, that kind of maneuver where you maximize rhythm speed. It's very hard to do in mobile. I'm seriously saying that. This one, yeah, that one, it's very hard to do in mobile. So I do think it's a very very PC focused game that happened to have a release on mobile, and I do think that's maybe the main problem of the game
Such a pity it ended
because
so quickly.
it doesn't feel
Take
like
me
it's
on the next mission.
optimized for mobile, and it advertises itself as some kind of gacha game. So that might be a problem, and because they changed the whole thing suddenly, and then they're gonna make people molt. Like people who there for gacha maybe before, so now it's like no why like. But again, I will say that it's not a gacha game in the end, and it's a good game. Yeah, of course there are some issues. Like I have my issues about this game at first with the motion sickness, but now it's they only make it a lot better. I don't know what they did, but it's just like my motion sickness reduced by lots in this game. But I still have problem. For example, like you see deer the nocturnal echoes. Like here, my boy Fantasio is still locked behind level 60, which I mean, even though there is no FOMO, but if I want to get Fantasio, I'm gonna need to work my ass off to level 60, and that's I don't know, maybe 55 would make more sense than 60. Or maybe they just swap between Lisbel and Fantasio. Lisbel should be in 60 because she's given for free. So if you want to import, then you have to get her to you have to get 60 to get her Inson, right? But Fantasio should be lower because this is part of the story. So yeah, but that's just one rant. Okay, not all of this is like that. So there's just a few here and there problem that I don't think is you know saw the videos that controversial videos like I know the suggestions like yeah remove everything like every character should be ready to play. Yeah, that's a good idea for I don't know PvP games. You know what's good about that? Yeah, you play Marvel Rivals. You play Marvel if you want to do something like that, you play Marvel Rivals. You don't need to unlock any characters. You just come in, go play, fight, and then yeah, everything's at maximum, right? But this is a grind game, a progression game. And there is another game that exactly act like this, and that is Warframe. Warframe is like this, right? And this game is not Warframe is like this. This game is inspired from Warframe. It is the devs are playing Warframe. It's like so. It's unfair to say like yeah the progression should be the one that's being and it's the things like this when you compare to gacha game. Who are we lying to here? Gacha games, you still need your fucking stamina to actually power up your unit. And you know what you do in gacha games in like any gacha and like come on like Wuthering Waves or like a Genshin. You know what you do? I know what I do. Before the game is released, I find a leak for that game. Right? I find a leak next character. You know why? Because I need to farm the whole thing about that character before it was released. That's why. That's why it sucks. Do you know why they are angry about leaks? It's not just about the selling of the character, but because they cannot sell the stamina. They cannot sell. Don't pretend that the gacha games don't sell you staminas. Come on, they sell you staminas, and when That's why leaks are problematic for them in two ways. First of all, maybe because of their sales, right? The second of all is actually because that's gonna hurt their stamina selling. They sell you stamina. They sell you, if oh, you want to play more of our game, yeah, buy this shit. At least Chaos Zero Nightmare is not doing that. Chaos Zero Nightmare is like yeah, fine, that thing you can play all the time. It's just that the power up, yeah, you need to pay, right? At least if I want to play, yeah, there's a lot of things to do on that, right? So yeah, I remember that Brand, Brand from Wuthering Waves. I farmed the heck out of his um his artifacts for like a month before he was released. And the reason why, because his artifacts needs the randomizer so much. It needs it so fucking much. You have to get crit rate, crit damage, attack, and also energy regen at the same time. Like almost perfect artifact. What do you call it again in that way? Yeah, it's an artifact system. Who cares? Like echoes. Like yeah. Imagine if you don't have leaks, and then you got blind and like, oh, how should I meet it? And then you just spend the rest 2 months building the characters, right? On top of you're trying to pull for the character, on top of you being stopped from actually progressing the character. And now you're telling me this game who allows you to progress, even though again the the commission manual can make you faster, but does the game stop you from getting anything? No. Even without the commission manual, you still got at least half of it. And people pay for better progression. Of course, people gonna pay for better progression. Don't kid me when as if other gacha games don't pay for progression. It's like I got heated up, of course, like bro. And you get it with the gacha standards though. If you say, oh yeah, graphics is not as good as what I expect, fair point, right? Maybe some people like, yeah, I don't like this graphic. I would prefer something like that. Okay, fine, it's fair. But when you say like no stamina is bad, when you're trying to progress your character is bad, and this is like what first 2 weeks of the game, it's just like I don't know, man. Seriously, at this point, people are just rage baiting you for the views. This is why I don't show the video. I don't want to give, views. Yeah, I saw other people talking about, but then again, this is a discussion of what I think. Again, Duet Abyss is not a gacha game. Yeah, the what do you call it, the costume of gacha, but it's not a gacha game. It's a grinding game. It's a grinding progression game. And there's a lot of games like that. I don't know, Destiny, I guess, like that, right? I mean, for me, someone who plays like World of Warcraft a lot, I'm okay with this game. I like it. I like it. I like it. I mean, like, and sometimes I like for these weeks I cannot really spend my time to play this game. I was like, yeah, well, I just like do my dailies, and then after that, get my letters, a lot of letters. I have like 1,000 set of clues now, and I can like, yeah, if I have the time, I'm gonna farm. That's it. So yeah, that's all for me today. Let me know what you think in the comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I do think it's a very good game. It's just a loss if we just like especially I don't think my place is Southeast Asia is like really having a very negative view about this game. I mean, like a lot of prejudice coming around. If the problem is like, oh yeah, performance issue, it's good. It's a good criticism, right? But if he's like, and I don't know. This story sounds bad because I skip it. Like, and all this time people be like, yeah, I don't know. The stories of this gacha game so bad. Other games are bad, and then they give you actually a good story here, and people like, yeah, man, I don't know. I don't play. Like, this is why I do think like the problem with Duet and Abyss is they try to sell the game to the gacha gamers at first, right? That's the problem. In the middle of the way, they suddenly change. So people got confused. They expect something like a brain rot gacha, right? Like oh yeah, this time system and everything. It's like I don't think it's bad, but if you think that's how all game has supposed to be, it's not It's not that. And especially people say, "Oh, yo, the combat doesn't feel like this and that's like." I don't know. This is a Warframe combat. Not every game has to be Elden Ring. Not every game has to be an Elden Ring. Not every game has to be like a very, oh my god, this is so skillful. Like, I don't know, man. So try to play, if you want to skillful, play some StarCraft 2, I guess. I don't know. But still, there's a lot. Every single game has its own skill set, okay? Even Solitaire needs a skill set. So yeah, that's my rant today. Let me know what you think about it again in comment. I do think it's a very good game. It's a very nice game. I really enjoy it. It's not a gacha game. It does has a stamina system, but they do it in a different and good way, which only if you don't spend the stamina, you just have a reduced. You only have a base income. If you spend stamina out of the manual, then you have more income. It's something simple like that. Oh yeah, also the manual conversion, they need to change that because it sucks. Like manual conversion sucks, except you convert from blue to purple, but green to blue is like really sucks. Okay, so yeah, that's all for me today. Again, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you again next time. Bye bye.